Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an SU-122A. It's a Soviet Tier 5 SPG, and we're on the northeast spawn of Karelia, under the command of General Disturbance. Yes, it's my SU-122A. In fact, although the skin doesn't show the marks of excellence, I have got 2 marks on this vehicle, and I'm trying to get the 3rd. And this was a battle I had a few weeks ago. Now, the SU-122A is based on a design that looks very similar to the SU-76. In actual fact, it was never put into production. There was an SU-122, but it looked nothing like this. It looked more like an SU-85. Okay, well, we've got a 152mm howitzer as our main armament, and we're moving to the back of the map to shoot. And we're just going to climb up on top of the hill here for a moment. Okay, this looks a good spot to fire from. And I'm now turning to face the enemy. Okay, and now I'm looking at the horseshoes straight away. And there were some enemy tanks seen on top of the horseshoe, and so I'm expecting one of them to be in sight soon, but what has been seen is a leopard, and he's running away. Oh, and just been wiped out by the Cromwell. Now, we can see a VK3001P. He's hiding behind that rock, but I can probably splash him. There's 2 other Artys in the game with me. One's a BP, the Leffy, and the other's a Gorilla. Well, I fire a round in at the VK, but it doesn't hit target. We've got a 25.59 second reload, and I'm using premium consumables and a crew which has BIA. I've also got a rammer and a gun laying drive. Okay, I've indicated target to let everyone know that's what I'm going after. Almost loaded. Okay, we're loaded, ready to go. Just waiting for any sight of the vehicles so we can shoot. We're firing one in, all the same. Splash right next door to the VK. Now, you only get 15 rounds of ammunition with this Arty, so it's not that much. You have to make best use of the shells you've got, because it's the 152mm shell. It's a lot heavier. Now, I'm going to go for this KV-220, dialed in, rounds out, and it lands just short of the target. Even though it was dialed in directly on the target, it misses the target and just stuns him. But there's a KV-1 there, and he's moved forward a bit. Now, I can loop the shells over that rock into the targets. There's the KV-220, he's gone side on, which is a very silly thing to do. We fire a round at him, and we get the kill. KV-222 has a KV-3 hull, but that was going to protect him from my HE. Right, we've got an Excelsior here, and we're not too far away from shooting. I've marked the target to let the team know, and it is attracting fire on the Excelsior. And we're dialed in, rounds out straight away, and oh, he's killed just before my shell arrives. I would have got the kill shot for sure, but unfortunately missed out on that occasion. Okay, I'm losing sight of some of these targets, but there is a Cromwell here on top of the hill and a 25 TP, and they're both badly damaged. So I'm going to wait until that Type 58 can see them. I'm loaded, and I fire a round in straight away, and oh my god, I got a Bombardier! I killed 2 with blind shots. Fired the round blind. They were still there, and took out 2 of them. Just goes to show, sometimes when you see a badly damaged tank, you fire at it and you get a nice surprise when 2 tanks are killed instead of 1. Okay, enemy Arty's been spotted right at the back of the map, and there's the PP on the enemy team. Priority target, because of course you know what the enemy Arty can do. So, dialing in. Round out. Long range shot. And it must have landed right next door to that BP. I'm still indicating that as my target. I'm assuming he's not gone. No, there's the tracer, so he hasn't moved. He's still there. I don't think he wants to move because he's so slow, and of course our forces are moving in on him. And you can see that SU-8 just took a big hit. I fire another round at the Fifi, long range, and it kills the Fifi. So he was still there. I'm now trying to get that SU-8 as he moves. It's a very difficult shot because it's a very long range shot. At this range, the flight time to target is 3.6 seconds. And that SU-8 has now moved down to the river. I can see a Hellcat there. And also an Archer. But I'm going to go for the Hellcat because he's a higher priority target. And he's just been killed. So I'm going for the Archer instead. Dialing in. And the Archer's dead. There's only 2 enemies remaining. The KV-2 and the... well, actually the SU-8's just been killed. So it's just the KV-2 now. And he's hiding behind that rock. So I'm not going to be able to hit him. All I can do is wait until he comes into view. And I think my team are probably going to get him because he's very low on hit points now. And that was a shell from the Fifi going in, or from the Gorilla. And yes, the KV-2 has been killed. So, end of game. So, surprise Bombardier. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's a second class tanker for general disturbance in the SU-122A. I managed to get a fighter badge for getting 4 kills. And a Bombardier for killing 2 enemy tanks with 1 shell, the Cromwell and 25 TP, and I got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, I got 5 exactly. So let's have a look at the team score. Well, I didn't come that high up the table actually, only 353 hit points, so I was beaten by the Fifi who did 1742, he picked up the high caliber, and the Gorilla managed 1362. When it came to kills again, it was the Fifi of Wep, who managed to get 5 kills. Then we've got myself with 4 kills, and then the Cromwell with 2. When it came to base XP, it was the Fifi again, managed to get 843. Then the Cromwell was 797, and the Type 58 managed 793. I fired 8 rounds. I got 6 splash damage hits, damage of 353 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. I damaged 4 of the enemy. I killed 4 of the enemy. And I did stun assistance damage of 147 hit points off 2 stuns. On a premium count, I earned 18,384 credits and got a reward for completing the mission of 7,170, so my total came to 25,554. After ammunition resupply, I took away 19,074 credits. I earned 759 XP, got 1055 for completing the mission events, a personal reserve bonus for 50%, and I took away 2,193 in total. So, if you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.